Hey everyone. So, if I'm being completely honest, this is the first okay episode in the entirety of the Egghead arc. Like, from pretty much back to back to back, the Egghead arc has been firing on mostly all cylinders in the anime. But here, this was just the first fine episode. Like there's nothing inherently wrong with it, other than a large chunk of the episode is the world waiting in anticipation for Vegapunk's broadcast to begin, and it did feel like that in real time watching the majority of this episode, because and it's cool, like, it's one of those things where as cool as it was to touch base with so many characters we've come to meet along with the journey, these moments were also maybe the slowest parts of the episode, and unfortunately that does also mean we're also the slowest part of the episode. So yeah, it's, again, I don't want to give the impression I hate this episode, but it is just kind of on the compared to every other episode we've had, it's just on the okay scale again. In saying that though, it did lead to one of the most holy shit cliffhangers in the anime, which is that the other four elders are about to arrive. So that's basically 5 times the problems not to deal with. Although it is also, it is, and I do like like Sanji's reaction, showing him saying, "Oh shit, that's the same lightning that the old man arrived on." So like even he knows probably more of them are gonna show up, and it is I think it is also kind of nice to have a moment like that with Sanji, like, because again, guy does get shit on a lot for being a perv and a lech, but like he does still have those moments of clarity where it's like, yeah, he knows shit's about to go down bad. Although I will say, with the 5 elders showing up, it is also fun to think that the potential of Vegapunk's final message could be so damning that them appearing like this is also revealing in just how desperate they are to ensure that the message itself, the message itself doesn't go public. Like, they know, like, the 5 elders know precisely what it is that Vegapunk's going to reveal, and they want to keep that information closed off to the public like they have for so long. But I'm gonna say this right now, I'm freaking giddy over the fact that this could potentially just blow up in their fucking faces, and I am all here for it. Um, with that said, though, yeah, it was cool seeing Luffy toss both Kizaru and Saturn around like they were nothing in this episode, even if Saturn himself rebounded very easily. Now, as far as Kizaru is concerned, I think that's the last we're gonna see of him. We're gonna see of him until pretty much the final moments of the arc. Like, he's not. From my memory, he's not coming back in the fight, even if he wanted to. Like, he did what he was ordered to do. Now he just wants to rest. And one thing about this moment his moment on the ship I really like, is him envisioning the moment of him killing Vegapunk through like a filter of light. Like, it might seem a little flashy, but it's a cool way of showing this moment is gonna stick with him for the rest of his life. Like, it's kind of ingrained in his memory now, and for the time being, like, Kizaru, he's done. He's just emotionally and physically exhausted and just wants to rest. Like, even though he didn't say anything out loud, you can tell he's thinking, screw the orders, pretty much screw the Navy, screw the government, I just want to rest, so leave me alone, kind of thing. Like, you can tell that's exactly what he's thinking in this moment. Like, he's done his job, he's done, he wants a moment to grieve. Like, for fuck's sake, just give the man his moment to grieve, and honestly, I think he deserves it. Now, circling back to Vegapunk's message, though, even though this was the part that was the most sluggish in the episode, there were still some standout parts of it to talk about. For one, and going along with what I just said, I love how Vegapunk, being the forward thinker he is, immediately planned ahead so that the government couldn't just cut the connection. It's all being remotely transmitted on a separate signal, so that already makes the 5-elders' job harder, even with them all on Egghead in order to cover a wide sweeping area of the search of just where that signal is coming from. With that said, my personal favorite moment of the episode, though, is when the transmission reaches Kamabaka Kingdom and seeing the revolutionaries, watching, but more specifically, Dragon silently acknowledging that he knew what this was. Vegapunk's final message to the world in the wake of his death. And in a way, for Dragon, the message isn't necessarily the important part, but having to acknowledge that someone he considered a friend is dead. And adding more onto that, though, the fact that Sabo even asks Dragon as to whether or not Vegapunk is going to reveal the truth to the world, like, it shows he already knows what that secret is himself, as do the revolutionaries, or at least the commanders. So for Dragon, he's just watching and waiting to see how this plays out, because you can imagine whatever happens from this point onward, however this transmission goes, you know the revolutions are going to jump fully into action against the government. Like, that's basically pretty much given. But so yeah, it's like regardless of what the revolutionaries do, what Dragon does, like they're like whatever happens with this message, Dragon is gonna jump at the chance to in order to finally finish this with the government. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'm on Blue Sky, Endless Crunchyroll, be sure to notification bell, subscribe button, and just share it around, guys. Dark Knight of May signing off. Later, everyone.